Is it worth doing your HGV Class 1 or 2 in 2023? Well, that's up to you, isn't it? First of all, before I leave this delivery I've just done, let me show you this. Before I even get into any of the information, this is definitely one of the reasons why you should. Now, welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is James, if you are new around here. First of all, like and subscribe, because that would be bloody awesome. Second of all, if you aren't aware, I am a Class 2 HGV driver from the southwest of England. I live in Devon, and we deliver around Devon, Cornwall, Somerset, you name it. We're pretty much there. Now, I wanted to do this separate video because I get a lot of questions in terms of do you recommend becoming a HGV driver? Do you enjoy the job? What are the perks of the job? What are the downfalls of the jobs, etc, etc, etc. It's a new year, so the big question is, should you get your HGV Class 1 or 2, it's up to you, in 2023? Now, a lot of people don't think it's worth it, mainly because of DVSA and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. I actually did a video not long ago of my first experience being pulled by DVSA. That was about a month ago now, and overall, everything was fine. Everything was fine, and that's because I follow the rules. Now, that is one big factor. You should be, and you will be, absolutely fine if you follow the bloody rules. Now, I can understand that a lot of the tacho rules, the working hours, the driving hours can become very, very confusing for a lot of people. But over time, it will start to become just natural for you, you know? I know how to time my days. I know, you know, based on the work I do, I know how to time my days. But if I started doing long distance driving, I'd then start getting a bit confused, because then I'd have to look into sort of more of the driving and working hours a bit more in depth, because I'd be on the road a lot longer. Now, I spend probably about 60 to 70% of my day driving, but like I said, I'm from the southwest. We cover the southwest, so in theory I'm pretty local. Do I enjoy the job? Yeah, I bloody love it. Did I expect to become a HGV driver when I was younger or growing up or whatever? No, I didn't have plans. In terms of wanting to become a HGV driver when I was younger and stuff like that, was never my plan. I wanted to be a chef. I loved cooking. I am a qualified chef, and it got to a point in my life when I was about 18 where I really needed a full-time job, as I was working 2 part-time jobs and it just wasn't suiting my lifestyle very much. Basically, that's the easiest way of putting it. Someone I knew was a HGV driver, and he suggested me applying for an apprenticeship that was being offered out to get your HGV Class 2. And so I applied, got the job, did that job for 2 years. Wasn't really enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't really enjoying the HGV driving side of it, because I personally didn't like the job. I found this job 2 years later. I've been here for 2.5 years, and I bloody love it. I really enjoy my job. Really enjoy my job. Really enjoy being out in a truck. And look, I get scenes like this every day. There's nothing to complain about, really. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're going to be driving around London and massive city centres, in my opinion, I wouldn't like to do that. And that is probably what would drive me out of enjoying the job. In all honesty, I wouldn't like to be a city driver. Some people might like it, some people, like myself, I wouldn't like it. the scenery is what does it for me mainly, and the fact that I just love my truck. Now, based on, like, you know, if you're gonna go and get your HGV, and whether it's class 1 or 2, obviously both sides of it have the perks and the disadvantages to the job. If you're looking at doing class 2, then you're looking at more likely doing more local stuff, and that's just because it's what they're designed for. If you're looking at getting your class 1, because obviously you can go straight from your car license now to class 1, which is pretty cool, then, you know, you're going to have more opportunities to do tramping and long distance, and, you know, you're going to be driving more. I mean, don't get me wrong, you've still got local multi-drop Arctic jobs out there, but you know, you've got that, you've probably got more of an option then. You get your class 1 to do more long distance driving. Now, if anyone is aware, if you do watch my channel, I am a crane operator. I've got crane on my truck. Give it a munch. I've got crane on my truck, so that is the other part as to why I love my job so much. Getting the crane out on a daily-ish basis is fun. You know, it's so fun. I like using the crane, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I like the fascination a lot of other people get about the crane, because they think it's cool. I'm stood there with my little remote control, you know, like that, remote control, and I'm operating a massive machine that can lift, like, well, a lot. Now, this isn't a step-by-step, you know, introduction or whatever as to whether you should get your HGV or not. I'm giving you my insight of the job, and my insight in theory is pretty good, because, like I said, I love my job, I love what I do. I'm lucky to call this a job, because I never wake up in the mornings and think, oh, I've got to go to work, oh, I've got to go to work, you know. Oh, thank you very much, my friend. I get up every morning and think, I get to go to work, and that's what it should be like, and that is what it should be like. Just make a tight little turn around a roundabout. There we go. Now, I suppose one of the questions a lot of people will probably ask is, you know, what's it like driving in all the different types of weather conditions? Summer, absolutely bloody lovely. Nothing wrong with it, other than the summer traffic. In summer, you're more likely to get stuck in more traffic with the travellers, as well as, obviously, they decide to do all the roadworks in summer because of the dry conditions, the better working conditions, etc, etc. Snow, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm lucky enough to not have to drive in too much snow. We very rarely get snow, and not going to lie, that's probably what it's like for the majority of England. And rain, it's, you know, it's kind of the same thing. The roads are wet, the roads are slippery. You need to alter your driving style depending on the weather conditions. So today, this morning, for example, was very icy. So when I'm coming down places like I am now, where it's very countryside, very, you know, not driven on too much, and you've got surface, a lot of surface water, etc, etc, and the roads are very bendy, you just drive slower, drive with care, and that's all you have to do. Alter your driving depending on the weather conditions. It's not hard, you know. And this is where a lot of the issues come into place, where people don't alter their driving, and then that's where you start seeing accident after accident after accident. Another thing I love about being a HGV driver is meeting other HGV drivers. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not much of a stop in the services for my brake type of guy. I'll either stop in a lay-by if I have to, or I'll stop in the yard when I get back to the yard after a delivery or whatever, and have my brake there. It's, you know, that's just easier for me. It works better for me, and that's that. Now, obviously, if you're driving long distance and stuff like that, then you are more likely to stop into services. And over the 5 years I've been driving now, I have met and have become good friends with a lot of HGV drivers, and because we do the same job, and don't get me wrong, this job is very, very challenging at some points, as well as very, very good, we get to talk about all of the same things. Where are you today? What kind of drop have you got today? You going to a site? Is it tight access? Is it easy access? I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of the time we speak about what type of lunch we've got for the day, and just stuff like that. For people like us, it's just interesting, you know. Oh, I've got to go down this tight road today, blah 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 blah. And then a lot of us, you know, we give you know, our best advice as to how you could get into that site, etc, etc. And it's just, you know, becoming friends and meeting a lot of the HGV drivers out there is awesome, because we do the same job for a living, we're out on the road all week, and it's just nice to speak to people like that. Now, a question I get asked a lot is any advice that I could give to you guys. Now, I've only been driving for 5 years, so every day I'm still bloody learning stuff, in all fairness. And that's what this job is about. Every single day is a new challenge, and you learn new things virtually every single day. Now, any advice I can give to anyone out there would be, 1, take your bloody time. This job is not to be rushed. If you rush anything, you will mess up. And there are, you know, your chances of messing up become higher and higher and higher and higher. Take your bloody time. And any other piece of advice would be, really, just make sure you're really, you know, you're well equipped. Don't get into a HGV driving job and start following Google Maps, because you're screwed else. Get yourself a decent sat nav. Do not go and buy one of these ones on eBay for 40-50 quid, because they're not going to do the job for you. Go out there and, you know, get a decent HGV sat nav. Whether you can do it straight away or not, that's obviously down to your circumstances. I had to wait about 6 months before I got my HGV sat nav, and so for the first 6 months of my HGV career, I was following Google Maps, and bloody hell, I got myself stuck into some very, very, very sticky situations. No, but seriously, guys, just make sure you're well equipped. Drive with, you know, drive with ease. Take your time. Drive with care. Enjoy your job. And if you don't enjoy it, get the bloody hell out of there. Look after your kit, like I try and do. I clean my cab most days of the week. At the end of the day, I'm in it 7 days. I wish I was in it for 7 bloody days a week. I'm in it 5 days a week. It's my office, it's my workspace. It needs to be clean, in my opinion. You might be able to work in a dirty truck, but I bloody can't. Anyway, that is going to be it for me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. I know this was a short video, but I wanted to make the video because I get asked a lot of these questions. So I just wanted to clarify them in one video. I'm going to sit back, I'm going to enjoy the drive back to the yard with views like this for the rest of my day. And thank you ever so much for watching. Please feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's at Trucking with James. I upload on there on a daily-ish basis, so feel free to go and follow me. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Guys, I'll see you on the weekend vlog. Thank you ever so much for watching. Ciao, ciao for now. Oh, and just before I do go, if there's anything you want to ask me, please feel free to drop it in the comment section, and I will reply to every single bloody comment. Thank you very much.